Hello and welcome back. So, today I was going to go over some bits about consistency and mindset. Now, obviously, these are probably the most boring subjects we can go over, but in fact, they are the most important, I think, that you need to get to grips with and to master. So, we're not going to get a quick fix by doing this properly. This is like a lifestyle change. And I think for a lot of people, once they get over 40, their life's in a certain way. You've either still got young children, your career's taking off, and really, most of us are really time challenged. But we all want to look good. And so these are the things we're going to go over. Now, I think mindset, I'm going to just touch on first because I think this one's really important. I think you really need to not be focused on your age. And that's not to say we're, not happy about our age. We are. There's so many great things. Um, but I think not focusing on it. I mean, I live my life. I know how old I am, but I just live my life how and doing what I want to do. I don't focus on can I do that for my age. I don't focus on can I wear that for my age. Within reason. Um, so mindset, just live your life. Don't focus on the age thing. However, with age does come some changes in our body that we do need to be aware of on how we're training and how we're doing things. Although I do think these principles pretty much work for most people, except for the fact that when you're in your 20s, obviously your body is, burning everything and still got a lot of muscle and not sagging. So it's a lot more difficult and we need to maintain it as we get older. So consistency, I think, is probably the one thing. If you want a good body, and that's going to look different for all of us. I think, some people really want the six pack. Some people really just want to be more toned. um, I think whatever way you're looking at or whatever body you want, consistency works all round. And really as well, remember, we're doing this for our health. We're doing this for longevity and we're doing this so we feel good. And the better you feel and the more consistent you are with training and looking after yourself, the better everything else is going to become in your life. So they all go hand in hand. And I think these are really important as we get over 40. So, in order to be consistent, that doesn't mean you can go to the gym for half an hour a day, put in half an effort, and you're going to see miraculous changes. That's really not what I'm saying. You are much better having a plan when you go to the gym, go in there, training hard, and leaving the gym and doing half hour each day, but working for that, training for that, doing what you thought you were going to do when you went in. On the flip side of that, I will say there are days where, say, I'll get up and just showing up is enough. There was a day, I might be feeling not my best. I'm tired. I don't really want to go. And for me, on them days, just showing up, getting it done, even if I don't train at my best, I've gone. It keeps my routine and I haven't given up. It makes me feel good for the day as opposed to feeling, oh, I didn't go. I'm not winning at the day. So consistency works for me in so many ways in my life, not just for my training. Now, I insofar as with the six pack thing, I mean, that's just a natural thing that comes, I will say. So when I first started my strength training and my regime over 40, it wasn't really, I mean, we all want to look good, but it wasn't really for that. I wanted to keep my body healthy. I wanted to feel good. I enjoyed doing it. And again, didn't want to go every day. But, as I got in the routine, I almost felt weird when I didn't go. Um, with doing that, I was enjoying it. I was actually going there and, trying my best most of the time and leaving it all on the table. And one of the things that changed almost without me noticing, because I wasn't weighing myself, I wasn't counting calories, I was eating well, but that was again for longevity, for my body to feel good. Um, but a natural thing of that was that my body changed and it changed dramatically. It changed, I mean, I couldn't have been happier with it. And I didn't set out to do it for that because I wasn't really big at the start. Um, so yeah, I think definitely try and get your consistency. Now that's going to look different for everyone else. If you're training at home, make sure you're just sticking to the plan that you made. Do what you set out to do. So say, for example, you said to yourself, well, I'm going to do half an hour every day and I'm going to train from home. Like I said, you need a plan. So know what you're doing, get up, almost like it's an appointment with yourself, because that's how I do it. So I'll get up. When I first get up, the thing I do is train. So if I do CrossFit, if I do gym, I will train. So that is just there. It's like brushing my teeth. I go to train. I don't think when I wake up, oh, do I want to go? Because as soon as you do that, you're going to talk yourself out of going. I mean, who wants to get up at 6:30 and go train, really? I mean, I do, but I really don't think about it. I wake up and think, oh, I need to go, as I won't make it. I don't think, and I certainly wouldn't let the thoughts get in my head of, do I want to go? Because once you've done that, you're losing. I get up, I literally get out the door and I go and train again, just like an appointment. And when I come back, I'm feeling good, I've enjoyed it, and I've done well. And then I'm winning for the rest of the day. So I will do that. I mean, my thing is, I'll do that Monday to Friday. Now, on a Saturday, I do tend to go to the gym, and that will be completely different. No pressure. I've already trained my 5 days, but I'll go just do some little isolation work or something like that. And that's purely because I enjoy it. If I've got something else on, I won't go. I'm not bothered. But get your consistency in check. Now, you're not going to see, you will see results fairly quickly. You'll see some changes, but it is a long-term thing. And don't get disheartened when you don't suddenly see like miraculous changes in 2 years, because that's why a good body looks so good. It's because you have to work for it. It is consistency. You're doing what most people don't want to do. Everyone wants to lay in a bit longer. Everyone wants to stay up a bit later, not get up early, and or not make time to train. It's difficult to make time to train, as well as if you've got children, if you've got full-time work. It's difficult, but that's what makes the difference, and that's what makes you. And once you start feeling better, you're going to realize how bad you feel when you don't do it. Now, when you do go, and again, for some people it might be that on a Monday you want to do yoga, and then on a Tuesday you want to do strength training. I think once you're over 40, you 100% need strength training, in my opinion. I think you do. You need to build that muscle back. You're losing muscle. You need to gain it back. And this is, again, not just for your body. This is a longevity thing. You need to do that because, you could be doing it for when you're older, so you can still carry your shopping, carry your grandkids, carry whatever your reason, but you don't want to lose that. So just really, if it was me, to stay consistent, especially in the early days, because it does get easier. It does just become part of your routine. But I would say in the early days, make it like as though it's an appointment with yourself. You're not, if you had an appointment with someone else, you wouldn't cancel it. If you had plans with someone else, make it an appointment with yourself. And as I say, if you've got young kids and you're doing it in the house, or you can't afford to join a gym, fine, still make it as an appointment, because that will keep you consistent. And the mindset side of it, I think for sure, don't be thinking. I mean, I've got friends that, hit 45 and suddenly they're like, oh, I wouldn't do that at my age. And like, what is that? I mean, I've never felt like that. It's just, age is just a number. That's just how long you've been here. Your body is the same as anyone else's, and unless it's not. But if you keep doing things that you've always done, why would you suddenly need to stop because you've hit a certain number? This is one of the things I don't understand. I don't treat myself as that. I mean, I'll go past a park and want to go on the slide. You've got to keep your mindset how you feel. I mean, I feel exactly the same, and I'll keep doing things exactly the same until well, hopefully I will always be able to. But if I can't, I can't. But I certainly won't be saying, and you would never hear me saying, oh, I'm 50, so I'm not going to do that, or, oh, I shouldn't be doing that because, and that served me very, very well. I think it keeps me young. I think it keeps me thinking young. And well, there's nothing really in the gym. In fact, I don't really like to go over my age in the gym, because I don't want anyone to treat me different, because I'm not. I can do everything they can do. I'm climbing ropes, I'm doing pull-ups, I'm doing all of the workout. I'm not going to be not doing it, because there's no reason for me not to. I feel the same as when I did when I was in my 30s, and I want to keep doing as though I was doing in my 30s. So I think the point of this really is just to say, keep your mindset where it should be. You can do whatever anyone else can do. And if you can't do it right at this minute, you will be able to do it. It's just that you need to start. You need to start doing them, build it up, and you will get there. Nothing stopped just because you're over 40. And this, you can change anything. You can change yourself now. You might be sitting there thinking, oh, that's not for me though. Or maybe you haven't been doing anything. Maybe you've let yourself go. Maybe you've lost your confidence. That can come back, and it will come back. You've just got to start, and start the process. So get up tomorrow, have your plan, start doing it, and you can start small and build it. even if you haven't been doing anything, or maybe you have put on quite a bit of weight and you're feeling like it's a bit difficult for you, start slower. Book it in for tomorrow with yourself and start doing some exercises that you can do. And then as you start to get better, because you will, then you can start adding more and more and more. I mean, maybe, it depends on how you've been. Maybe you just need to start with body weight and then increase to gather weight. Nothing wrong with that at all. But as you do get better and as you stick with it, you will then start to be able to increase the weight. And for everyone, that looks very different because it does depend where you're starting from. So, no one is saying to you, go and grab this heavy weight and lift it. Of course, you should not do that. Absolutely. But start tomorrow. Appointment with yourself. Start doing what you can manage. And then after a week, you can review it. Can I then do something a bit further? Can I then do an extra 10 minutes? Can I add a bit of weight in? You'll know how you feel. And certainly if you're going to a gym or a CrossFit, you can get advice there. There's people there that will help you. In a gym, a lot of the time, I have many people come up to me or say, I've mostly done CrossFit. So if I haven't used a machine before, maybe I'm doing it wrong, or not even wrong. Like I had it where we were doing the dips on the machine only yesterday, and I was doing it and I was sat back on the chair, and there was a guy there that had obviously, knew what he was doing. And he just said to me, if you bring yourself forward on it, you're going to work more, kind of this muscle, which is what you probably want to work. You don't want to work your chest. So if you want to bring that forward, that will do that. Now, people are so helpful. So once you start going, you'll find that people will want to help you. And anyone that does work out and is doing well for themselves want to see you doing well. I love it. And I actually, if I'm in the gym, or I mean, I'm probably better at CrossFit. So I would say if I'm in CrossFit and someone's new, I will always want to help them. I always love to see people better in themselves. So don't ever feel like you can't get there. You can, 100%. And just take age out of the equation. Yes, of course it matters. And I'm not saying we're trying to pretend we're not that age, but just don't make that your focus. If you can do something, you can do it. It's not that you can't do it because you're that age. Maybe you can't do it because you've stopped doing it, and that will come back. So really what I want to say today is stay consistent and get in the right mindset that you can do this, and you can totally, totally, totally change your body for the better. And you will see results, and you'll see them quicker than anyone else sees them on yourself. But remember, it's a long-term plan, and this is for your health, for your well-being, for to make you feel better. This is not just because, oh, I just want to, the side effects of it, you will get fitter and lose weight, and you will do all these things. But think of it just more as looking after yourself. It's you time. So yeah, hope that was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.